Hello, Bernard Clavière.
Hello, good morning, Lilou.
Thank you for accepting this interview in English, and this time about avatars, because there's this movie that just came out, and it raises a couple of questions as to what is exactly an avatar. How do you see that? How do you define that? What makes an avatar?
Well, let me tell you right away, I haven't seen the movie and I have no intention to
Okay,
so far.
that's
So,
fine. That's fine. That's even better. So tell us, what is an
yeah.
avatar for you?
Well, technically, an avatar is a divine intervention, is an incarnation of the divinity. That is, God taking the appearance of a human body. Only the appearance, because this human body is in no way submitted to the laws that limit us. An avatar doesn't have to eat food, it doesn't have to sleep, it can pretend to take some food to please you. If you offer him or her some food, he will take it in his mouth. But an avatar is totally beyond all the laws of nature, all the laws of science.
Mm-hmm.
An avatar comes from somewhere else. He may come, I say he, or she may come from another planet, of course, much more advanced than planet Earth. But in most cases, they come even from another solar system.
Okay.
So they are divine specialists. They are called for help, and who calls them? Let me call it the hierarchy, the spiritual hierarchy of this planet,
Uh-huh.
who is in charge of the evolutionary process of this planet. When it is confronted to overwhelming problems, they call for help. They call avatars. They have to resort to, when you have a problem in the street, you call the local policeman.
Mm-hmm.
When you have a big problem, you call the ministry, or you call or even the president. So in that case, humanity is now faced with enormous problems. I won't make the list because you know the list. We are facing, we are on the verge of destruction. We could destroy humanity and all the planet in minutes. You see,
So these
just like
avatars are physical people helping right now the evolution of consciousness.
exactly. They are spiritual specialists, and they work. They have their way of working. Some of them are anonymous. We've never heard of them. We don't even know their name. Some others are well known, are even very, very famous.
Like,
We we've all heard about Yogananda, the famous yogi who wrote the autobiography of a yogi, this famous book. We've all heard of Sai Baba, who is still alive. We've all heard of Ramana Maharshi, etc., etc. Of Vivek,
Buddha, Jesus,
Buddha.
Jesus
It,
Christ.
yes, if you go further back in history, we've heard of Buddha, of Christ, of Krishna, Rama, Hermes, etc.
Okay.
Shankaracharya. They were all avatars.
Avatars. So they're born in a physical body and they represent the divine on this planet and they have a mission to help.
Exactly. They came with a mission. We don't have to know the mission. They know it, and they know how they are gonna do it, and they do it.
So what
An
are
avatar.
the criteria? Because what are the different things that makes them an avatar? So
Well, the Eastern tradition defines an avatar as being four things: omnipresent. An avatar may appear anywhere, at any place, at any time, or in different places at the same time. omnipresence.
In the same body.
No, they can even take different appearances. You see, it can be the same body, the same appearance. Sai Baba is known to have appeared in different places in the world, while at the same time he was talking to people in India.
Yeah.
At the same time. So
there's some, and this is a little side subject, but there's some things said about Sai Baba, for example, related to children and some testimonies, etc. So how do you...
Well, yeah, I know about that. I cannot prove to you the status of Sai Baba. Sai Baba is an enormous avatar like the world has never seen before. He's an enormous spiritual being, and he's totally beyond any sexual problem. I mean, I have to laugh because this is so incredible. But I tell you, I take it easy. I take it easy, and Sai Baba takes it very, very easy. We don't care. Some people feel the need to criticize, to tell the worst things about the most beautiful beings, or about ideas. Some people are disturbed by ideas, and some of the people who criticize Sai Baba have even been devotees before. Mm-hmm. They were. So okay. It so looks like
we finished that little bracket. Yeah. Okay.
But the history will tell you very soon the truth.
Okay.
The truth will be known about Sai Baba, and I'm very confident about that. So the second criteria to define an avatar after omnipresence is omniscience. An avatar has absolute knowledge. He knows every single thought of yours. He knows everything you've done in your life. He can tell you right away, "Oh, Lilou, I remember when you were in America on that day you were with your friend John, and when you said that on that day, and I know on that day you felt pain and you suffered. Or I was with you." And the reaction of people is they burst into tears. Mm-hmm. Because how can a man have never know everything about me, every thought I've ever had in my life? And Sai Baba answers, "Of course I know you because I've made you." Because he is God. An avatar is God. Mm-hmm. Okay. So an avatar can speak all languages. He knows everything. He knows Shakespeare. He's never read Shakespeare. Mm-hmm. He's never read any books. He doesn't need to read books. He knows everything. So this is omniscience.
You spoke to Sai Baba in French?
No, he spoke to me in English actually. But well, that's easy, He doesn't make miracles 24 hours a day, but he's able to make miracles. So because the third criteria after omnipresence, omnipotence is after omnipresence and omniscience is omnipotence. Uh-huh. Sai Baba is known for his miracles. He's famous for his miracles. He can manifest anything out of thin air. He can create for you a statue, a picture. When people take a photo of him, sometimes he say, no need for camera. He does this, and he gives you a picture. And he does this, and he gives you a ring.
He's a magician.
Well, some people call him a magician. Yeah, he's a divine magician. Well, these are no tricks. These are no miracles. It is just the spontaneous expression of his divinity. This is normal for him. These may look like tricks for us because we are so limited in consciousness.
No, but some people think that human beings are magicians in life. They are being a magician. That's the ultimate archetype.
Yeah, so sure. But I tell you, when you're near Sai Baba and you witness his miracles, I tell you, you have no more doubts. And millions of people have witnessed his divinity and the expression of his divinity. And the fourth criteria after omnipotence is omnifelicity. Omnifelicity means that an avatar is absolute love. Love with the capital L. Mm-hmm. You have when an avatar looks at you, you have in his eyes or in her eyes the love of 1,000,000 mothers for her children. Mm-hmm. And this is just indescribable.
Do you think we have the capacity to become avatars ourselves, or is there different stages towards becoming avatars?
Oh yes, but we are talking about millions of years of evolution before becoming an avatar. You will have first to finish your evolutionary process on planet Earth. Mm-hmm. Because as I said, an avatar comes from somewhere else. Mm-hmm.
What does it require then on planet Earth to finish an evolutionary process?
Well, technically, it takes you to go through 5 main steps called initiations. Uh-huh. Initiations. There are 5 initiations, main initiations on Earth, and when you've passed the 5th initiation, you've become what people call an enlightened master.
Okay, without going into too much details, what are those 5 steps, or what are the last ones?
Well,
is it being unconditional love, or being love at any time? Letting go of the ego, of awakening, of going to 5th dimension. I mean, is all that?
Yeah, you're right. This is it. This process involves the development of and the expression of total unconditional love, and the loss of the ego. Okay, this is something. How could I define the initiations? Well, we would have to
we could go in another time. So once those are done, then what?
Then you are not limited. Well, when you're finished with school, you don't have to go back to school.
No more school. No more planet Earth.
No more school. So that is you are freed from the incarnational will.
Okay.
You don't have to be born again and again and again anymore. You are free from the incarnational will, and so you go to another school, and another school can be and is another planet, more advanced than planet Earth, because there are planets less advanced than planet Earth.
So are you saying that there is lives on different planets other than planet Earth?
There is life on each and every single planet in the universe. That is the answer.
Okay. So how
everything everything is either human, or has been human, or will be human.
So we have Martians. On Mars,
yes.
For example? What's happening there?
There are many more inhabitants on Mars than there are on planet Earth.
But we can't see
Although
them.
Mars, we don't see them because we are so ignorant that we think reality is limited to what our eyes can see. Uh-huh. We think all there is what we can feel or experience through our senses. For us, matter can be touched, felt, seen. But esotericists know that there are levels of reality which cannot be seen but by human eyes, unless you're gifted with clairvoyance or astral sight. You see, there are 7 levels of matter, of material reality. I don't know, my English is not very good here.
No, you're very, we can understand. I understand you. I
we only know three levels of matter.
Yeah.
We know water, gas, and dense physical matter. You see my desk? If I knock on my desk, it looks like dense physical matter.
It sounds like it
so
too.
Yes, but there are 4 more levels of material reality. They are called etheric matter. And Martians are in etheric physical matter. That is, we cannot see them, but they are there. You see?
So,
and UFOs are visitors mainly from Mars, also from Venus, who can densify their etheric matter to become visible to human eyes.
Yeah. Hence those crop fields.
Hence the crop circles. Which are created by, again, mostly space brothers from Mars and from Venus and a few other planets as well.
So based on what you said, so once we're completed with this, the school on planet, then we go to other planets. So these guys have the same, we're one with them, and they're trying to communicate something to us.
Yes, they are here to help. They are, again, I like to call them our brothers, our space brothers.
Of light.
Brothers from other planets.
Yeah.
And that name involves that they can be in no way harmful to us. There are no dangerous visitors from other planets, because there is such an enormous thought form at the moment. People talk about physical rapture, you see, or experiences. This is all bullshit.
Can avatars actually be in contact directly with other beings in other planets?
Of course, avatars have such an indescribable level of consciousness. They are in touch with beings from many other planets. While they are here, they are at the same time in touch with realities of the place where they come from, and with the visitors from many more planets.
Okay, so in the process of becoming avatars, then there is the school of another planet, and then after that, is there another step before becoming an avatar?
Well, very few people. I mean, if you go to Sirius, which is another solar system, for instance, Sirius is a place where many people go after planet Earth. For instance, after planet Earth, you don't go to Mars, because many Martians are less advanced than us spiritually. I mean, they are very advanced. They can visit us physically.
Yeah.
It doesn't necessarily mean that they are all more advanced than us. Anyway, these are all details. The Venusians, the people from Venus, are extremely, extremely advanced. But after planet Earth, many people go to Sirius. And what I wanted to tell you is that the people on Sirius are not all bound to become avatars. I mean,
no.
Avatars are exceptions.
Yeah.
The goal of life is not to become an avatar. You see?
Yeah, but why isn't there more avatars right now? I mean, so people say there's more angels on this planet, for example, at the moment, because we need help. So aren't we at a time of crisis where there should be more of avatars, or are we supposed to ourselves open ourselves up and become in our life? I mean, what is the consequence of all this in our own lives, and how can we help consciousness to evolve and to open up here on the planet, or is it only for higher dimensional beings?
Oh, no. We are all responsible for the evolution of this planet, and this starts with our own evolution, and this is all there is. Then we are not born to raise children or to plant a tree or to build a house. These are just tools, evolutionary tools. The goal of life is to grow in consciousness and to rediscover the purpose of life. You see, this is all there is, to become God again. There's only one way to understand God, is to become God again. That is, you can put it another way, the goal of life is to realize our divinity, to realize what we are, what we already are. We have never ceased to be divine. It's like a mirror. You see, when you have a mirror and the reflection of the sun in this mirror, if the mirror is dirty, the reflection of the sun will not be clear. So we are the mirrors of divinity. But because we are so imperfect, we are so limited in consciousness, we reflect divinity poorly. So our duty is to clean the mirror. You see, our duty is to perfect our physical body, our emotional body, our mental body, so that we express more and more divinity. We reflect more and more the sun, the enormous sun that is God, you see? And we express more love, less ego, etc., etc. Until the time when our physical vehicle is so refined, so pure, so clean, that we don't need it anymore. At this time, we shed our physical body for the last time, and we don't even need to be reborn through a woman. We are released. We are God again, and we go somewhere else. Don't ask me too much details, because I don't know them. I am so limited myself. So you see, I give you a few informations I've received myself, but I don't know anything about life on Sirius or on Mars or on Venus. You see, I just know that the goal of my life here and now is to express more and more of my divinity, intrinsic divinity.
Thank you, Bernard Clavière.
Thank you, Lilou. Too, okay. So far.
That's fine, that's even better. So tell us, what is an avatar for you?
Well, technically, an avatar is a divine intervention, is an incarnation of the divinity. That is, God taking the appearance of a human body. Only the appearance, because this human body is not. And who calls them let me call it the hierarchy, the spiritual hierarchy of this planet. who is in charge of the evolutionary process of this planet, when it is confronted to overwhelming problems, they call for help. They call avatars. They have to resort to,
Hello, Bernard Clavière.
Hello, good morning, Lilou.
Thank you for accepting this interview in English, and this time about avatars, because there's this movie that just came out, and it raises a couple of questions as to what is exactly an avatar. How do you see that? How do you define that? What makes an avatar?
Well, let me tell you right away, I haven't seen the movie, and I have no intention of science.
Mm-hmm.
An avatar comes from somewhere else. He may come, I say he, or she may come from another planet, of course, much more advanced than planet Earth. But in most cases, they come even from another solar system.
Okay.
So they are divine specialists. They are called for help, but is in no way submitted to the laws that limit us. An avatar doesn't have to eat food. He doesn't have to sleep. He can pretend to take some food to please you. If you offer him or her some food, he will take it in his mouth. But an avatar is totally beyond all the laws of nature, all the laws of